moving from some superhero television that has not worked for me onto superhero television that certainly has, and maybe the best that it's ever been done. The Boys. The Boys season, I was going to say season finale, but the final season of The Boys starts tomorrow. 2 episodes are dropping. And this to me has simply been, as a series as a whole, the gold standard of superhero television. Like I've loved Peacemaker, and Penguin was next level, but it was 1 season so far. The Boys for 4 seasons has just delivered. For everything from great observations about the comic book genre itself, our introspection about the nature of heroes in general, not just super, the type of corruption that can come within and without with power, socio observations about our own world and culture. I mean, it's and just absolutely over the top, wild, gross you out, like stuff all wrapped into one glorious, juicy, delicious package. I have loved this show from episode 1, scene 1, right up until the end of season 4. And now we're moving into the finale. A finale that we've been told by Carl Urban is gangbusters all the way, foot to the floor, and a lot of deaths starting right from the first episode. Well, with that starting tomorrow, the reviews are now out for The Boys season 5. The critics who have been allowed to see the show. Now, if I'm understanding it right, the only thing the critics weren't allowed to see was the finale, was the last episode. If I'm understanding that right. As of right now, it might change tomorrow, but as of this moment, The Boys season 5 is holding a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. And it should be noted, a couple of the critics I know had negative reviews for either season 3 or season 4 and actually really loved this season. Let's go over and take a look at what some of the critics are saying about The Boys season 5. Zach Pope writes, easily the darkest and most emotionally gripping the series has ever been. If this is the final chapter, it's shaping up to be everything I've loved about the show from the start, maybe even more. And Kimiko absolutely stand out. That caught me off guard in the trailer when you saw her speak. Wait, you talk now? Grace Randolph wrote, it doesn't really feel like the final season until we hit episode 5. But this is an excellent and bold show. It's a shame Amazon couldn't give them the budget for a splashy ending. But this quieter ending is very emotional, hard to say goodbye. CBR, Comic Book Resources, wrote, The Boys' final season resembles America at present more than any other season, creating a grim story that is equally ridiculous and brilliant. Collider wrote, although The Boys season 4 was where the plot began to stretch thin, season 5 is a satisfying culmination of Kripke's irreverent superhero saga. The Daily Beast wrote, soars wildly to the finish line, its confidence only matched by its craziness. Polygon wrote, the evolution of Colby's character, who provides some of The Boys' most absurd and entertaining moments that I won't spoil here, is proof of the value in letting a TV show mature over time. And then we'll end off with Gold Belt Media, who wrote, a fearless final chapter that blends chaos, cultural commentary, and character into one of the most impactful seasons of the series. And it just goes on from there. So, it's hard to believe that as we start season 5, that we're actually on 5 seasons. It honestly, to me, feels like a year or two ago that we were watching The Boys season 1. That first episode where Huey's on the street with his girlfriend and out of nowhere, a Supe just runs right through her. And just immediately in that one moment, you understood as the audience member, the world that The Boys lives in. Or I think it was that same season, it was either that or season 1, but I think it was season 1, not season 2, but the airplane scene is still right now one of my top 10 favorite scenes in any television show ever. When Queen Maeve and I almost said Highlander, Homelander are on the plane and they realize this plane's going down. And the choice that got made that I'm not going to just save a couple of people because then word will get out what happened here. And so, sorry. And it's hard for a narrative written show to make me feel such despair. I can feel it a lot watching documentaries or like true life stories, but watching like narrative written stuff, it's difficult for me to feel despair. And I remember that airplane scene, man, the despair that I felt for everybody on the plane. Like, it's just that's special television when you can do that. At some point, though, the story has to end. You can't just go on and inevitably on and on and on with what's going on with Homelander. And so we're getting now to the conclusion, and we simply do not know, because this show has deviated so much from the comics that we honestly really have no idea how it's going to end. Spoiler alert, Black Noir is not a Homelander clone. That was the big twist in the comics, and they're clearly not doing that here. So I don't know where they're going. All I know is that I don't want the ride to end, but I can't wait for the ending of the ride. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to watching the first 2 episodes tomorrow. Anyway, Rob, you're hearing these reviews. What's standing out to you?
Well, I mean, I love this show too, and I can't wait to see where this is going to go. Is Homelander going to get his comeuppance? You know, is the world going to fundamentally change? Is everybody going to get Compound V? I don't know. You know, but I look forward to this. I mean, Anthony Starr, this is one of the great characters that's ever been on TV, you know, Homelander and his performance. And I just, every time he's on screen, I just look at him and go, what's it like to be, does he go to bed and does he sleep well at night after playing this character? I mean, he's so great in it. He was great in Banshee too.
I never watched Banshee.
Yeah, he was good. I'm a big fan, and I'm going to miss this show. I mean, there's an argument that could be made that this is the best superhero TV series ever, just because of what it deals with.
I believe it. I believe it is the best. Now, let's see what happens if Penguin gets a season 2, but yeah, I think it's the best superhero series we've ever had. Guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Mando. Spring is in the air, and I gotta tell you, I am pumped to get back outside and start using the pool more. But let's be honest, warmer weather also means one thing: sweat. That's why I've been using Mando whole body deodorant, and guys, this stuff is amazing. Now look, I've tried a lot of deodorants over the years, but Mando is different because you can literally use it anywhere. I'm talking pits, chest, feet, even those hard to reach areas. And what surprised me the most is how well it actually works. So for me, what I personally love the most, it doesn't just cover up odor, it actually stops it before it starts. Mando was created by a doctor who saw how normal body odor was being misdiagnosed and mistreated, and they built this to actually solve the problem. It's clinically proven to control odor for up to 72 hours, and I can tell you from using it, it delivers. So here's the deal, guys. Don't just mask it. Mando it. Head to shopmando.com and get 20% off with my code Campea. That's code CAMPEA at shopmando.com for 20% off site-wide. Again, go to shopmando.com, use the code Campea, and get 20% off. Support the show and stay fresh out there. Trust me, Mando's got you covered. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? The reviews for The Boys Season 5 are, out of this world right now. I still can't believe this is the final season. Anyway, whatever you guys thought about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called The John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.